Boadu TV so nie ya mamu nyina akwaba na yada so agina Blasters of Ghana omo problem ene kwan ebetimi afa so aso ano na aboa yi nyina because se Blasters gu a mene umienu national team bie ni wa ebetimi akwa support ye Ghana fuye die Ghana Blasters na ye twe mu 10 kosoro ba from cry ye be support o any other national team abe support na fine but the Blasters a priority no na was say yes supported the kind na sa wonim say 2021 AFCON aye koye Cameroon right aye ko say ya hopoto kogu en hu ani ma say ye bae no mpanyefo ye report the commercial bebiem ama ye hu problem a Blasters of Ghana akofa asasem ne bae na wo the 2021 AFCON entwa yekudi ye ne se ne kugu enhu an ma se toto 2023 dia ye ball 2024 ya problem ma ye shase ya ye komu ene ye koye campaign e wo South Africa maso ye kokuma se players se na football ball mu ena se ye baji se ehun kon buy $30,000 e wini matcha sa problem the same problem na say problem no ho dada ya kan ho asem nti ade nti na ye da so a ebre as or minor national team na say ye hu problem no I was see hu solution nti na me no enwumre ye di nkomo no ye bebo problem ni nyina so mako from the reporter e ba ye 2021 AFCON mu ni that to 2023 dia ye bo afi ni ya hwe kwan ye betimi afa so na ya so ano na Blasters aye kra behwe na ye de no bi ani age ho ani ti kame ho na yembo nwrem ni ye hwe how would Blasters femo ene kwan betimi afa so ano
the disease and the cure. Yes, disease ni enim cure so ho dada nti akwa ti ba Angel Clinic
ya de na Blasters ya
de Blasters for omo modemo no nso ani sei no makọ Blasters file no makọ tre me twen no sana nsem a ye di ho nkobo yi nyina no empanyimfo di ho nkomo dada 2 years ago and it says okay parliamentary report no medical parliamentary report na they see Cote d'Ivoire no there's no difference okay inti the right honorable speaker Alban Bagben say honorable Kusi Woyome and the court to parliament and Kobi Woyome yes 26 February inti say akabe 1 month now 2 years pepe now the court to parliament and say okọ Cameroon buy no otietia manfo a Ghana fo ani Blasters in modern no nti speaker ka say in accordance with article 103 clause 3 any standing orders 178 yente committee na nhwehwe Blasters in modern a course wo Cameroon omon fa omon suggestions mra omon procure and omon fa omon maye hu yare no na omon fa recommendations and cure to the disease parliament yes ejuma complete a release paper to that effect sanka aban and all other stakeholders enyina so na nka mususu se ka the next African Cup of Nations no e betumi akoyanim yan page the first document and data maker said they see Cameroon 2021 no and 2021 no pepe also he indicated that the Ghana Blasters was one of the top teams on the continent, but did not live up to expectation of many across the continent. Cote d'Ivoire say top teams we could not live up to expectation. He joined scores with scores of Ghanaians to express their utmost disappointment about the abysmal performance of the Blasters. Obi a can Blasters in Modemo send and so any. And a committee in international say, oh, the Omunina so who said there be Blasters in Modemo so in any. He pointed out that the disappointing development can be attributed to poor management of the team, right from coach selection. Young coach Chris Hutton, Konosdorfer, Yeniabra Yebo first match. One coach no joking or joku or no. The same thing with Cameroon. Poor selection, poor player selection, poor coordination of pre-tournament preparation. Yes, you call South Africa. Now, Danny, yes, you are back Kumasi. Kumasi ni akwaji hotel mu ama team no ya de mrante ne tena bus mu free ahojo runabout eko Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex or Abrankese football kwan so. So in terms of even preparation for the tournament, no, I know who come on you technical deficiencies, infighting, poor management decisions by leadership of the Football Association and government. And added that it is not only football it is not only football that Ghana is not doing well. In recent times, Ghana's performance and fortunes in various sports competition keeps dwindling as seen from the crash of our clubs at early stages of the CAF tournaments. Luckily for us, Mediamani Dreams, Omuko Yenteno, an exception. Oh, sir, Jaumo. The last time I okay, near J. Oh, yes, and Next one. The story of Cameroon. Said the latter parts, meaning side no already. Hamanin Kurt Okraku. I said Ghana was tipped to win the last group game against Comoros to secure qualification. However, the Black Stars lost 3-0, 3-2 to Comoros, and we were kicked out. We drew against Mozambique and we're out. It's the same story. Yes, we're tipped and we're out. So it's the same story. Yeah, medical history no where ni see a kasa bebre. Yanko anime do etra me pesa me ha me hu bebre wo Black Stars because impanyifo no onim de ye o ma sheda and omo ye de omo eye no. So the outcome of the Black Stars was not encouraging. It got Ghanaians agitated. The entire showdown is a Ghana for Boadu. In 2001 we were also angry. So there's a repeat. Some Ghanaians are of the view that Ghanaians or Ghana should withdraw until say amount for kase. Until say amount for kase and kaye aban mram na normalization is amra bi. Yes. One committee o made a proper normalization committee. Sir, I'm telling you. That was the opportunity to change Ghana football. No so no. I'm football for no. Every room you pay football, you free football, my football rantem. All kind of statutes before Nyantechi and the statutes after Nyantechi, there's no change. Bisami Sambe normally our statutes the same thing. In that's team. Yanko any the next one. In 10 term, and Nibraba. Management committees. Share management committees here they call World Cup no. And the same people. Apart from Samuel Osekufo, say Uncle your man is serious, maybe say Aden Osekufo call World Cup no. Also watching every management committee. Inti Makado ne design code there call ye. Kwesi Ajima also Kobi. Meaning say Ora for Suban Kobi. Stephen Apia, I'm so watching no. Watching no. Colonel Kojo Damwa also watching but oje 100,000 also on farm watching management committee ni nyina yes ye ho oh yes yeah management committees na ye di ye adwuma enfa no omo na sande omo ekoye. Let's roll on quickly. Time inti Makado no there oh baby owo bia. It is important to note it's a Hano ministers listen very well. When you appeared before Parliament, you told Parliament that for long-term planning, the ministry has already constituted a team to produce a sports policy for the country. Yes, the team is under Tony Bafo and has been engaged to produce a 5-term football plan for further consideration. Obama has to say. It's almost transfer Parliament. Tony will have friend. About transfer why? The ministry believes that these interventions will bring into a beside who say you call Cameroon buy no. So 5-year plan they show penny Tony Bafunsa no. What me draw do say. So we are joking. Yanko anim yanko Ghana problem similar way we move on. The committee observed that the National Sports Authority is mandated by some acts to provide facilities for sporting disciplines. However, qualifiers played at the the stadiums. According to the NSA, they were not involved in everything. The committee they can say they wish to recommend to the Ministry and the Sport and Ministry of Youth and Sports that to ensure that the National Sports Authority is not only constituted in the identification and selection of training grounds for the GFA outside the country, but the NSA is fully involved in the determination of appropriate facilities. Yako golden beam no. Na NSA for you aware now because per the law NSA for adwuma so mo nkɔ pɛ dan
Professor.
Yes, Professor adwuma Professor adwuma Professor adwuma na FA4 na je aban we fi so wɔ an institution bi a na adwuma no nti according to the parliamentary report course 2 years ago no yamfa no anya adwuma na yɛkɔgye golden beam a yɛde yɛ adwuma a sisi no so ɛde asɛfoforo aba yɛnkɔ anim intentem on earthing talents. The committee observed that for Ghana to improve on quality of players, there is the need for investment into grassroots and juvenile football. We know this. Parliament knows this. The Right Honourable Speaker of Parliament knows this. On one sanction committee way, and on some investigations way. It's Mr. Minister said over the last 2 years, what has been government's input in terms of infrastructure development. And it will interest you to note, say, in the report we are, AstroTurf, but the AstroTurfs have been rejected by the FA because they are not up to standard. FA no can make arguments against AstroTurf. It is in the report. So we know that to build football, you hear investment, but investment no emma. So we've spent $17.7 million in the last 5 years on the Black Stars alone, whereas the Black Stars don't have a decent accommodation, a decent training field.
1 million credit my said.
Yari. Because back to back. A band walk where you found no kind no as or some coffee, no as some a drocrona. By a penny for a bro, omunim. So they gave us the solutions in Parliament. It's not any baby out. Parliament my solutions to our problem 2 years ago. We are talking about the same problems today.
Now when I said the say obehwe ama sa solution no
mami wie we ubekwa ko hu nsem wa dede kura ko kan ye
okay yenkwe
dede kura ko kan nsem bi wo kura na wo dwen ho a wo ntiase but yenkwe anim sharp
esem rotate
the lack of standards ha na ehu no the committee noted with concern that the haphazard siting of AstroTurf within the communities across the country without regard for standards for setting up football pitches and sports in general is abysmal. It came to light that most of the AstroTurfs have been constructed across the country are not up to standard size pitches for football. Therefore, most of the AstroTurf pitches cannot be used for competitive football set by the FA and FIFA. Now, any AstroTurf no see here, they. Into AstroTurf no be na any fair. Now, why 5v5. Into AstroTurf bebre na yesi no FIFA and FASO. FA force you to me find judgment. Into development now, you develop your. We are not thinking. Let's move on. Okay, also the committee said we should ensure that the state, also ensure that no state institution or individual set up a public sports facility without the prior approval of anything. I'm not too sure say what private sports facilities be or remember. I know they ignore. Rebranding and relaunching of sports and colleges games. Yes. In Kolanko head to call Muko. For him to call Kosovo, a month for 2 Babaya Sports Stadium just a week ago.
Can you be any?
Maybe it's a deal with paper with the parliament. The third powerful force of the country. How much more ordinary people like us? Let's move on. A very sub report where you have to give up on Ghana. Now no who bibia who phobia no ado now call him patcho Mr. Yanko him critical issues pa na you discuss one patcho
Yanko we na
okay the selection of players who I say the association was of the view that the mode of selecting players for tournaments contributed to the challenge of the Black Stars.
Association the kind.
That be Parliament report.
Okay.
Parliament say on one person who say a selection a cause tournament in fact.
And no na amwaye.
In the opinion of Galka, I say Galka koyo Kujofiano kokasai. Ti Kujofiano say the technical handlers should spread their net wider. Since there are equally good players, there are equally very good players in the local league who could have been invited to replace injured players. Tournament here, you free. On my beer, you are on less than 6-7 local players on your constant. Korea, Namibia, Mozambique, Cape Verde,
Egypt,
South Africa,
8 Sundowns 8. Sanders, one club, 8 players.
Yeah, coach we no. Any technical team management no. Omo fa 2 goalkeepers no to bench. Now yeah, number 10 number 10 is menu pena yeni mu Ghana. Richmond Lante Di Maria. Now Richmond Lante to stands mu na 2 goalkeepers. At his bench.
Richmond Lante me journalist me park in the chair no. Yeah, Ghana League your best player no COVID. Me pitch in the chair, but you already not control. So be prakra near castle never go do any upon.
In the opinion of Galka, Ghana abounds in football talent and a good blend of locally based and foreign based players who produce a formidable squad. Kocheki, the squad that won the Cup of Nations in 78 and the Cup of Nations in 82. 78, no foreign based player. 82, 2 foreign based players. I think Egypt and one other country. 2 foreign based players. Yes, Egypt and Gabon. George Alassan and Emmanuel Kwashi. Perfect. No Kweni say Ghana football bet me Ghana na so a Ghana league so. I'm telling you, don't forget about some young boys in Salisu nom. Richmond Lante nominate boys ne wo kroma no. Omo na ye hwe omo yi a. Enu nti na Haminu Dramani, Samuel Nkum, Ajiman Bedu, Habib Mohammed, those boys, Sheila Iliasu, Harrison Afo, Sami Ejay, Yusuf Chipsa. Mention the names. Absolutely.
Mame more example. Ashimeru. Wa mo league ha. Ye ko e se hu adwuma e.
Hwe de hu mpacho ma we ni anyina so a committee no can say. Who say anke ekokro be ni e ko South Africa. Committee they say there's no point at all in camping in cold temperature when the game venue was hovering over 32 degrees. Before.
So ya hwem ke ko South Africa.
Ye ko chile.
Ivory Coast was here.
Ye ko kuli ye ho abash ejanim. They knew. Let's move on quickly. Let's move on.
Let's move on. We patch up. Let's it on record. Say, we ministry no
Let's move on. Me patch up.
South Africa.
Okay. The Parliament tinasi no. Or say the Black Stars is a cash cow. Like Justice Jamefe described it. Yes. Black Stars na da ho no. Say football no egua. And now Black Stars ni gua. Obie no obenya kapre o football.
Go fa no aduane be ball.
E be ball mo. Inti committee ni say Galka for coin almost see there be omo hwe se na nyoma si ko na. Nukure ni impanyufo no. Didi diska. Ti asema Galka panyin ko ka committee na say. He wondered why appearance fee of for a call-up was $20,000 without any guarantee that the player was going to give off his best. When Ghana ni adwen, ye ko tournament ya bo show, ye the stone boy abebo show. Usu ye kwaje hwe yo, ye nje hwe so ya party kese. Akai me akwa bia na oti me fie agyan. Wo wakwa birthday party say ma ka chairman. Wakwa rent gas. And it's a disco light no. Ma bo show me meet me fie o ma ye din me tie jams. Ade a also bank go on to me go school me pay 100 cedis ma. Na the other rent gas ni bubra na o de see ho no. Na then na person chere Ghana subaya no.
Bo play man we are na ho chere.
Enti player to me to $50,000 to get into the Black Stars because on him so kwa obetenika. Enti in South Africa for say $1.7 million ah. One J cap now, Maboka. But yeah, no, obetime free tournament in my befie round of 16. No one yes catch any no winning tournament. No.
So we kaka krebi nkomo beji.
Oh yes, cash cow. Parliament knows this. Parliament of the land knows this. 2 years ago report we are under DF Anand. Under Right Honorable Alban Bagben. Yanko anim
enye PNDC
be no achi ya solutions no my higher solutions no the lack of proper preparation and quality of national team coaches the committee also observed with worry the quality of Black Star team has been dwindling severally in the past few years. No effort has been made to groom or have a backup team after the first ever 5-year development plan by Ben Kofi, we saw best players like Mike Lessien, Sulali Muntari in international tournaments. And the day I see on free team, say the day I never be share the
no transition plan.
You need be under 20 boys, need now acquire
agency players in Guam.
It's even in this report. It's even in this report. Report team, red feet. There's a place a committee no can say agents have infiltrated the Black Star column. It's in here. As someone here discuss about NSA, National Sports Authority coaches. Someone Parliament can. I say Galka informed the committee that government should consider enhancing the capacities of few good coaches like Didi Dramani, Maxwell Kunadu, Ogun, Kwesi Appiah, CK Akuno by giving them coaching courses and attachment abroad. Amanfa Tanko Dianka Amram and Omusansu Diwa Musa NSA Ministry of Youth and Sports collaborating grooming local coaches. So we reduce the dependency of foreign coaches with its attendant foreign exchange drain. Yeah, you remember? I find the IMF for Sika at two accounts. It's a $10 need to say, yeah, America for. The $10 into committee no can say that be send you see $50,000. They did Ramani, who did $20,000. Back on George, also did little over $20,000. You can't go more. Minim says, now he consulting project signing on fee in dollars.
Wow.
Yes, it's in the no crown Kujo to Black expose no the buy. But in this report, it's telling us young Vumi and Tasia coaches. And it's a record that no foreign coach has or the AG after. Yes. Why don't we apply common sense? Pick up, good coaches, local coaches, groom them, and we can make headway. Let's move on. That's why I'm not too worried about this state of Ghana because, and this is my last, player collapse. The committee observed that the policy of collapse is a serious concern to the football administration in Ghana. The committee noted that local players have lost their space in the national team 2 years ago. The committee saw that Richmond will not play. 2 years ago, the committee saw that Jonathan Sowa, Obepo Dondo, Obe Chief Drama, na Bakuno Haminu, why laundry boy. Laundry boy, I'm on quiet or no money if you and the Abrano, no, I saw no they call laundry. The committee saw this.
First, war.
Free kicks.
Oh, first, come on, say 2004, 2003. You're me a war. God bless you.
Chama, Bacho, Kowachi, who hear me pa local league, no committee in parliament say Ghana football be a local league. Ghana football be a local league. The committee noted that local clubs are not serving the important purpose of nurturing professional players due to the lack of funding. Look, check it out under 20. Check it out under 20 squad now. Celeste the winning World Cup no. Under 20 squad now Celeste. Under 20 squad now Celeste the winning World Cup no. 209. Now goalkeeper near wine. Daniel J. No ball liberty professional. Yeah. Samuel Kumbotu. No ball team by.
Asante Kotoko.
Ajman Bedu. No.
Kotoko. No
Arsenal. No Kotoko.
Casino Gandhi.
Liberty. Daniel Ado. Kim Feza better 2 years. Yes. One biome. Kasbina Abrante. Ransford Osei. Dominica Dia. Heart of Lions. The Defi Marseille Naba. And Nekotoko.
Na brighter there. Wow Stars.
Last Nawaku, no Olympics, and
Lions.
No Lions. And there, as I got Connie Hasselhoff, check it there under 20 squad now, Full front now.